Hello! Hi here, Finss here. I'm back for another video and it's time for another episode of I'm a Dancing Fool on my channel. Yes, where I talk about everything Strictly Come Dancing 2021, and we are approaching the launch show very shortly, and now it's going to time to partner up who's going to get which celeb, who's going to get which pro, and this video I'm going to try and predict who's going to get who. So yes, 15 celebrities are going to be partnered up with their professional dancer throughout the series, and I've been busy last few weeks predicting who will be getting who. We've got 18 professional dancers, but only 15 of them will get celebrities. I think it was announced that Sandy Luber will not be getting a partner. However, I'm still unsure with which male celebrity won't be getting a celebrity this year. As we know, we've got four brand new pros of Kai, Nikita, Cameron and Yovita from The Greatest Dancer. I remember her winning it last year, which is great to see her in Strictly. But I don't think Yovita's going to get a partner this year, because she's brand new. I don't think this will be the year, maybe next year. And it's coming down who I think, which pro, which celeb. Kai, Nikita and Cameron, one of them won't be getting a celeb. Like Cameron, but he could get a partner, maybe. But yeah, I've got my lists right here, so I'm just going to go down the list, and this is who I predict will be partnered up, who will get who, and who knows, maybe I get 15 out of 15 right. I'm probably, look, last year I got 4 out of 12 right, the year before I got 4 out of 15 right. However, the year before that in 2018 I did quite well. I got 8 out of 15 right, so 2018 is my best year. And the year before that, in 2017, I only got 1 right. That was Ruth and Anton. So, I don't know. I probably am going to only get 4 right. But you never know. You never know. Let's see what's going to happen. So, first up, let's go to Tom Fletcher. I'm going to say he's going to be partnered up with Karen Howler, and the reason why, I think, Karen has been, now the longest pro now. Anton's not there, so, and she's never won, and I feel like this could be her year to win. I feel with Karen, she's never won. She's come close. She was in the final last year with Jamie Lang, which is great. Isn't it weird not to see a lineup without Jamie Lang? But I feel like this, she deserves somebody good. She deserves somebody who has some potential. I don't want to always say, oh, she's always going to get the oldest celeb because she's now, the oldest professional in the group of pros. And like, no, she deserves somebody good with a lot of potential and then can go all the way. And I think I could see Tom and Karen work. It was an interesting one with Tom Fletcher. I could have partnered up him with Amy. It was either Karen or Amy for me. Maybe Diane. But I went for Karen because, yeah, I got to see that working. And next up is Robert Webb, and I decided to partner him up with Diane, and I think those two will get along. I think they would get along, and I think they would work well together, and yeah, and I don't think Robert Webb will be that bad. I think he could be the Bill Bailey of this group. I think, yeah, I could see Robert and Diane getting along in training, and I think they could be the dark horse of the competition. I think I think people would be surprised how far Robert Webb will go in the competition, because he is actually, out of the names this year, he's actually, I feel like, one of the more well-known names. I think, he's done quite a lot of stuff, and I think people will pick up the phone and vote for him to keep him, and I think, seeing him on Comic Relief, he has got some dance experience, and Dan, I want her to go further than we thought this year, so, yeah. My next one is AJ Odudu, and I partner her up. I think she's going to get a new pro, and I said it's going to be Kai. But yet, all these new pros are unknown quantities to us, We don't know really much about them, which is the only thing. I mean, Kai has been a backup pro, in the group dances last year. We may have recognised him before, so, yeah. And I wasn't surprised to see him as a part of the list of new pros this year. And he's a British champion as well. So although it's nice seeing professional dancers all around the world joining Strictly, it's also nice to have some homegrown talent as well. I'm just thinking of height, personality-wise, AJ getting a new pro would make sense, because considering, I don't know, if you're not the more well-known name of the list, you probably won't get a pro that's, hyped up and well-known. You know what, I mean, quite new, fresh face, yeah. Okay, so that's what I went for. Next, we've got John Waite, who will be partnered up with the first same-sex male couple this year, and I went for Johannes. I mean, that is the obvious couple. I think, I feel like it would be strange not to, like Johannes has said, I really want, to be part of the first same male couple on Strictly. So it would feel weird if they weren't partnered up together. I think height-wise, personality-wise, they would get along. Chemistry-wise, they'll get along. Yeah, I think it would make sense partner up together. I think this seems like the right partnership for them both to be partnered up. And I think, some people said it would be Graziano, but I think Johannes would make more sense. Okay. And then we got Reece Stevenson, and I said it's going to be partnered up with Nancy HU. Yes, I do think Nancy will get a celebrity this year. I mean, she's been waiting on that sub-bench too long. I feel like it's going to be her, because I don't think it's going to be Yuisa, and I think they have already announced that Luba ain't going to get a partner this year, so I've got a funny feeling it's going to be Nancy. Or maybe if it is Luba, they change your mind, maybe it's Luba. But no, I'm going to go for Nancy. I think, fresh face like AJ, not the most well-known name, so he'll get a pro that's probably not so well-known. I don't know how well that's going to affect him on the dance floor, and getting votes, but, and I want Nancy to do well, so yeah. Then we've got Sarah Davies. I say Aliash for her. I think personality-wise they'll get along. Sarah looks like a barrel of laughs, a ball of energy, and I think she'll be pleased if she gets Aliash, because he's such a lovely guy and really happy and really fun to be around, and he'll look after her. And yeah, I think, that will help her out, because a lot of people like Aliash as well. And next we've got Katie Mcglynn. I say Gorka Marquez. Gorka, height-wise, I think, I mean, I know Gorka's had like a few soap stars, EastEnders stars as well, so maybe go to Corrie and Hollyoaks and that, for a change of pace. Height-wise, again, I could see them happening. I was thinking maybe Katie could get a new pro, maybe. I don't know. But I just went for Gorka, because it just, on paper, seemed right. And then we've got Dan Walker, and I said he's going to be partnered up with Nadia Bichkova, and again, sounding like a broken record here, height-wise, I think it works. yeah, I think Dan's tool, Nadia's tool, bim bam, bosh, put them together, they work, because height-wise they work. And I know Nadia, I was just considering personality-wise, because I don't know, Nadia's very quiet on the show. You didn't even notice she didn't get celebrity last year. I mean, but I think if she gets Dan this year, I think it will help her to come out her shell more. And I hope she just doesn't come quiet, because people like Dan. So I think people will warm to both of them, and I think it will help her come out. And hopefully we'll get to see a bit more Nadia this year, and hopefully she'll go a bit more further and won't constantly be in dance-offs. So yeah, that's my prediction. And then we've got Tilly Ramsey, and I say she's going to get a new pro, and I'm going to say Nikita, maybe Cameron, but I'm going to say Nikita. I think they would work well together. People say she's going to get Aliash, and I don't agree with that. I don't think that would work height-wise, or, I think Tilly, she's young, she's 19, give her somebody else who's young. Give her Nikita. I think they would work well together. I mean, once again, Nikita is an unknown quantity to us. We don't know much about him, although he's won championships and he's Italian, Ukrainian, I think. So, yeah. So maybe they would light up the dance floor with their youth and that. But, there would be a house on fire, But let's roll with it. I think Tilly and Nikita, let's give her a new pro. Yeah, I was thinking Tilly was going to get one of the new pros this year. So yeah, that was my guess. Then we've got Greg Wise, and I predict Oti Mabuse for him. Oti Mabuse, I think Greg, I don't know, is going to win. And I don't think the producers really want Oti to win for a third year in a row, so that's why I partnered them together. I think Oti will try and work wonders like she did with Bill last year, but I don't think it's going to do enough for her to win the trophy 3 years in a row. However, I think it'll give her, a few weeks. I think I'll last a few weeks, but I don't think they're going to be first out, but I don't think they're going to go as far as like Bill did last year. Now we got Nina Wadia, and I said this was a tricky one with Nina, because if Anton was part of the list, you would think maybe Anton would partner Nina, or maybe Sarah. Yeah, but Anton's not part of this list. He's a part of the judging panel. So I said Nina was going to get Neil Jones. This was a tricky one. This was like, well, when you've done all the partnerships, and this is like the one that's left over. But they could work. I think, yeah. I just was unsure on this one, but I've just, let's see what happens. And yeah. Next, we've got Rose Ayling-Ellis, and I'm going to partner up her with Giovanni. I think I think I've heard somewhere that Giovanni has learnt some sign language before, so I think that would help. And I think Rose needs, I do think, as the first deaf contestant on Strictly, for the professional, they can't mess it up. This is a big deal. I'm sorry, this is a big deal to get somebody deaf, because you can't mess it up. You can't, it's a big responsibility, being partnered up. You've got to take it right. And I think with Giovanni, we know what he's like. He looks after his partners. He works around the partner. He's around his celebrity, and he'll know, what choreography they'll do and how they'll work together. And I think he will look after Rose, our beautiful Rose, and I think that, he'll do something creative with all his performances with Rose, and he'll work how, how they'll work with her deafness and that, and hopefully it all comes together, and I think they could work well together. They could. Oh yeah, and also, may I point out, Katie Mcglynn and Giovanni Panicci was apparently dating a few years ago, and apparently strictly banned them to be getting together. Yeah, I think that was a wise decision. You know, I don't think they'll be partnered up together, by the way, may I point out. Okay, let's quickly move on. Adam Peatley, I say Katia Jones, because why not? I think Katia deserves actually to do well this year, actually, because the last few years she hasn't done badly, but, you know, hasn't, like, gone as far as, like, she deserves to. I think she does deserve to do well. I think she's a great professional dancer, and I don't think the celebs that she's been given has, you know, given her full potential what she can do. I mean, Nicola unfortunately did actually withdraw last year because of COVID, and that was such a shame. So we never really saw what she could have been capable of. Well, I think with Adam, you know, he's an athlete, he's used to training, so he's going to be really good. He's going to be definitely one to watch, and I think Katia would be a very good professional dancer on him. And then we've got Judy Love, and I'm going to say Graziano De Prima. I think Judy has already said that she fancies him, so that's a good sign. I think they could work well together. I think they would be a great fun, and I like Judy. I really want her to do well, and I think, you know, this would be a great, you know, partnership and a great celeb for Graziano to have after a few years on that sub-bench. And finally, Hugo Maloney. I say Amy Dowden. I think, yeah. This is also hard, because I don't really know much about Hugo, to be quite honest with you. But I'm saying Amy, I don't know, I think maybe. Maybe she needs an athlete, maybe height-wise, you know. Maybe they'll work well together, that's my prediction. So to recap though, who is getting partnered up with who are, for my prediction, are Tom Fletcher and Karen Howler, Robert Webb and Diane Buswell, AJ Odudu and Kai Willington, John Waite and Johannes Radebar, Reece Stevenson and Nancy Xu, Sarah Davies and Arias Gorianes, Katie Mcglynn and Gorka Marquez, Dan Walker and Nadia Bichkova, Tilly Ramsey and Nikita Kazumin, Greg Wise and Oti Mabuse, Nina Wadia and Neil Jones, Rose Ailing Ellis and Giovanni Panicci, Adam Peatley and Katia Jones, Judy Love and Graziano De Prima, and finally Hugo Maloney and Amy Dowden. This wasn't easy, but maybe I got some right in there. We'll have to wait on Saturday. Yeah, and I think they're going to do the launch show. They're going to go different places and then meet the pros. So I think they've already been partnered up anyway, so we'll just have to wait and see on Saturday. But I would say Tom will be meeting his pro, I don't know, somewhere quite musical. Robert will find, I don't know, go to like the Apollo Theatre. AJ will probably, where would AJ go? I don't know, maybe Broadcasting House, something like that. John Waite will probably go meet his pro near where they film Steph Pack Lunch, I would imagine. Reece Stevenson will probably meet his pro in Media City UK. That's Sarah Davies, I don't know, a building of some sort when they, I don't know, film Dragon's Den or like do that. Katie Mcglynn will probably go, I don't know, off the set of Hollyoaks. Dan Walker will probably go to, I don't know, a football stadium. Tilly Ramsey will probably go to some sort of kitchen somewhere. Greg Wise will probably go to a film set. Nina Wadia will probably go to another theatre. Rose Ailing Ellis will probably go on just stay on the EastEnders set. Anne and Petley will go to, I don't know, a leisure centre of some sort. Judy Love will probably come off the set of Loose Women, and you go on, I don't know, maybe a rugby seat in the air. Yeah. But yeah, that was also interesting to predict where they were. That's something new. Anyway, who do you think will be partnered up with who? Comment down below in the comment section below. Like and subscribe to this video, and I will be back for more content very soon. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye, people. Goodbye.